Hi everyone, so today I'll be doing a review on the Swan Creek Candle Co. 12-ounce timeless jar style single wick candle in the scent Fresh Strawberry. The retail price of this candle on capecandle.com is $17.99. However, I paid the reduced price of $15.29. You are able to find it in store and online retailers. However, this was the most convenient option for me. The approximate burn time is 75 plus hours. And these candles are made in the USA, specifically Iowa. And the wax used is 100% soy wax. No paraffin here or any other type of natural waxes. All right, so to talk about the fragrance description, it's very short and not really detailed, but it reads, rich strawberry notes are sure to remind you of fruit stands and farmers markets. And to give a little bit more information on the collection, it reads, the timeless glass jar candle collection is a medium-sized jar filled with 100% American soybean wax. A wooden lid comes with every jar candle to ensure a beautiful farmhouse look. Each 12-ounce jar candle has an approximate burn time of 75 plus hours. I really like that there is a wooden lid stamped with the logo of Swan Creek Candle Co. These glasses are very pretty, they're very intricate. I ordered quite a few in my order and they all have a different design. So I think it'd be great to repurpose and to clean out the wax and to use it for other purposes. For Fresh Strawberry, the wax color is this very pretty, kind of like medium hue of red. And then I like it that on the top, since with a lot of natural waxes, the tops aren't always 100% smooth. So what Swan Creek does is that they put little unmelted colored pebbles to match with the wax color of the fragrance of the candle. So I really thought that was cool and it doesn't impede the burn in any way. But okay, to talk about the fragrance, I really enjoy this fragrance and I was quite surprised. Initially, when I first smell it on cold, I would say the strength would be either a 7 or an 8 out of 10. So it's decently strong. And I feel like the main note that I get is just this very in your face strawberry. And I think that it does a good balance of not being artificial candy. On the spectrum, we have artificial candy, and on the other end, we have 100% authentic. I feel like it leans more towards the 100% authentic than it does artificial strawberry candy. One thing that I want to note is I feel like some people who love strawberries might dislike this candle because it smells almost like when you get a bunch of strawberries and they're overly ripe and they're starting to get a little bit soggy. I feel like this scent does mimic that a bit on cold. And while burning, a little bit less while burning, but on cold for sure. So I think that sometimes when you have too ripe of a fruit, it can go a little bit wrong from there. However, I do like it, so I feel like if this was authentic, realistic strawberries, it wouldn't be as like sugary and borderline past its prime than what this candle smells like. However, I do like it, and I think that once you burn it, the fragrance becomes a little bit more like sugary, and it leaves a little bit of like of a powdered strawberry scent in the air. All right, so here's an overhead view of the candle. I love how the wax color just becomes this deeper shade of red while burning. So to talk about the problems with this candle, I'm pretty far down. So earlier on, if you can't tell with the shape of the vessel, it's very similar to Nest candles, and I found myself struggling to let this candle evenly pull out within 3 hours. So I would really have to either put this in my hurricane to help with the strength and throw, and to get it just a bit hotter so that it could pull out a lot faster, because once you are higher up in the candle, the diameter of the candle is a lot larger, so it takes a lot longer to pull out. So I would have to put this in my small to medium hurricane, or I would have to put like tinfoil around it. An aluminum lid doesn't fit with this, so that's one of the cons. But I think it mainly has to do with the shape of the candle itself, because there are some Swan Creek single wicks that are shaped a little bit different that I feel like it could be better in terms of helping it pull out a little bit quicker. But as far as sooting goes or discoloration, I see none of that. I think also the shape of the vessel helps. The fragrance, again, I feel like I like it both on cold while burning. It doesn't translate exactly 1-to-1, but I feel like it's very similar. If anything, I get more of a sugary strawberry note. However, that authentic, like juicy fruit aspect of the fragrance is still there. But yeah, this was really hard to pull out in the first few burns. And I think that this is one of the candles that you really have to commit to. You can't burn it for 15 or 30 minutes because it won't pull out within that time frame. To talk about the strength and throw, I would say the strength while burning, it dies down to maybe about like a 5 out of 10. I've been burning this in my medium-sized room, but I do think that the throw is pretty decent. It would maybe be like a 6 out of 10, but think if you factor that in, it's throwing a weaker fragrance, if that makes sense. However, since I love strawberries, I feel like I don't mind burning this one versus if it was a different scent that I didn't like, I'd probably want it to be a bit more than what it is. And I think something with soy wax that I've come across with Swan Creek and other companies is that sometimes the further out you get from the candle, the stronger that the scent is. But that's not always the case. So I feel like there are pockets of fragrance within my room. One thing that helps so that it kind of locks in the fragrance and the intensity is if I close my room. So while I feel like this fragrance isn't weak enough to put in a bathroom, I feel like if I really want to amp up the strength intensity of the fragrance, I do close my room and I enjoy it a little bit more. I would say that I do not have a problem smelling this candle, but I can go a bit nose blind to it just because, again, with soy wax, I find that there are pockets of fragrance and this one is no exception. So right now, since I am in the bottom fourth or fifth of the candle, it no longer takes me 3.5+ hours to fully pull out. I would say within 2 hours, I have an even wax pull. I do still put it in a hurricane when I feel like I have a limited amount of time and I want it to just evenly pull out so I can extinguish it, or if I want to marginally amp up the strength. I find that for me, I get maybe half a point to at most a point more of strength. The projection still stays about the same. Overall, I really enjoyed this Swan Creek candle in the scent Fresh Strawberry. I feel like it is a good mix of maybe like 90% overly ripe strawberries with a little bit of candy nuances with the added sweetness from like, let's say, sugar or like a powdered strawberry note. And I think that the main issue that I have is just the form of this vessel, which is a timeless jar. I am able to pick this scent if, let's say, I order from the Swan Creek Candle Co website and I can get it maybe in a 3-wick. I have ordered the wax melt, so we'll see how that performs in the same fragrance. But yeah, overall, I really like the scent itself. I wish it was a bit or a lot stronger. My sweet spot is more of an 8 out of 10. However, this was enjoyable enough for me to burn for long periods of time. Again, no issues with the burn. Besides, earlier on, it took maybe 3+ hours to fully pull out and I had to tinfoil it. But as far as sooting, wax discoloration, there is none of that. So I would recommend this fragrance to try. Maybe start off with a wax melt and see how you like it, or if you like it or not, to then upgrade to a candle. I think I would repurchase this candle. If I order on the website, I'd probably opt for the 2-wick or the 3-wick format. So yeah, that has been my experience with this Swan Creek Candle Co. Timeless Jar Single Wick Candle in the scent Fresh Strawberry. Let me know if you burned this fragrance. But yeah, I think this is a great, for me personally, it's an everyday scent, even when it's cooler, when it's warmer. But maybe for some people, this would be perfect for the spring and summer. But overall, if you like very nice strawberry heavy scents that are fruity yet sweet, but not cloyingly sweet, I think this would be the right one for you. And also right now, I think it's very pretty how the style of the Timeless jar has little cuts in it, that it almost looks like a little luminary in the background. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye.